Have you ever felt like giving up? Like the world is just too big and your goals are too far away? Well, let me tell you a story about a tiny creature with a giant dream. This is the tale of Pip, a little field mouse who was, to put it mildly, a bit different. While all the other mice scurried around, gathering seeds and berries, Pip's eyes were always on the sky. He wasn't just looking at the clouds, he was watching the birds. He saw them soar and dive, catching the wind with effortless grace, and a powerful wish took root in his heart. Pip wanted to fly. Of course, the other mice laughed. Mice don't fly, Pip. They'd squeak. You're a ground creature. Stick to what you know. Even his family, who loved him dearly, tried to talk him out of it. They worried he'd get hurt chasing such an impossible dream. But Pip's spirit wasn't so easily grounded. He saw the world not just for what it was, but for what it could be. And he believed, with every whisker on his face, that he was meant for more than just scurrying. So Pip began his training. His first idea was simple: jump. He found the tallest mushroom in the meadow and leaped off, flapping his tiny paws as hard as he could. The result? A rather undignified tumble into a soft patch of moss. He tried again from a low-hanging branch, this time with the same bumpy landing. He didn't give up. He studied the dandelions, watching how their fluffy seeds rode the breeze. He tried to build wings from fallen leaves and twigs, carefully gluing them together with sap. He'd run, leap, and flap, but each attempt ended with him back on the ground, a little more bruised. But never broken, days turned into weeks. The meadow was filled with the sounds of Pip as failed attempts and the other mice as gentle chiding. He was tired, sore, and sometimes, just for a moment, he'd feel a wave of doubt. Was everyone right? Was this dream just too big for a mouse so small? It was during one of these low moments, while resting under a giant oak tree, that he noticed something. A single maple seed, a helicopter as some call it, was twirling down from a high branch. It didn't fall, it spun, gracefully descending, carried by its unique, wing-like shape. A spark ignited in Pip's mind. It wasn't about flapping harder. It was about understanding the wind. He spent the next few days not jumping, but observing. He watched how the wind rustled the leaves, how it lifted the tall grasses, and how it guided those maple seeds on their journey. He realized he didn't need to fight the air. He needed to work with it. He found the largest, sturdiest maple seed he could find. He climbed the old oak tree again, higher than he'd ever gone before, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. He stood on the highest branch, the entire meadow sprawling beneath him. He took a deep breath, held his maple seed tight, and leaped. But this time, he didn't flap wildly. He held the seed above his head, letting it catch the wind just as he'd seen in nature. And then it happened. He wasn't flying, not like a bird, but he was gliding. He twirled and spiraled, descending gently, carried by the breeze. He sailed over the heads of the astonished mice below, a tiny, spinning speck of pure joy against the blue sky. He landed softly in the middle of the meadow, his heart soaring. Pip never grew bird wings, and he never soared into the clouds. But he did fly, in his own unique way. He learned that giving up is easy, but finding a new way is a true adventure. His story reminds us that our dreams might not always come true in the way we imagine, but if we refuse to quit, if we keep learning and adapting, we can find our own way to touch the sky. So whatever your dream is, don't let anyone tell you it's impossible. Be like Pip, keep trying, keep learning, and find your own maple seed. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire. See you next time.